Good morning, everyone. We are Silver State Roofing. I would first like to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to be here, and it is always a pleasure to get the chance to work with Floyd Gaming. My name is Maddie, and I am the CEO of Silver State.
My name is Patrick Johnson. I'm the senior estimator.
My name is Graham Rowe, and I'm the superintendent.
My name is Heather Anderson, I'm the project manager.
I would first like to tell you all just a few facts about our company. We were founded in 1976 by my grandfather, Ralph Sanders. And if you can do some quick mental math, you'll realize that this year is our 50th anniversary, and we could not be more excited. As of right now, we have around 150 employees, and we are continuously growing. At Silver State Roofing, our mission is to redefine roofing excellency in the industry through our 4 core principles of people, innovation, sustainability, and trust. I would like to highlight our principle of people. We know that people are the backbone of our company, and that is why we put a lot of emphasis on our safety culture. Our safety culture is reflected in our most recent EMR of a 0.76. Looking at some of our previous projects, you might recognize some familiar names from right here in Las Vegas. We have the honor of previously working with Floyd Gaming on their Main Street Hotel Casino project. It was even nominated for an NRCA Gold Circle Award, which we are very proud of. All of these projects have unique qualities that have helped us with our workmanship, such as making sure that we keep the facilities operational during construction, working around numerous rooftop units, and always coming in on time and on schedule. I would now like to pass it over to Patrick for a review of our project estimate.
So, taking a look at the project, the Cannery is a 2,700 square re-roof project of an active and live casino and hotel facility. Due to this, it is essential that we are intentional and disciplined and realistic in our estimate of this project. With that, we take, in all of our hospitality projects, a teams and plans forward approach to our estimate. I sit down with our project manager and superintendent, and we go through our bid package and analyze the plan and specifications and go through all key details and things that we might encounter that relate to cost, schedule, and quality in our estimate as a team to ensure that nothing of that is missed. We at Silver State also believe in a technology-forward approach to our estimates. One of the technologies that we used in our estimate of this project was Document Crunch. It's an AI-powered specification review assistant, which allows you to feed your specifications into it, and it will help you highlight key dates, dollars, and deliverables within your specifications to help you with your due diligence on your estimate and ensure that no key details are missed when analyzing your specs. This allows us to have a team-forward approach to our estimate and ensure that we are getting all key details on a project of this scale. Getting into that, we as a team analyze measures of roofing system components of the estimate, and we organize roofing areas into area A through E as a team and highlighted any key issues we might encounter and big parts of the project itself, such as the setting and resetting of mechanical equipment while re-roofing and all the curb details. We did this through area as a team to ensure that no transition, detail, or any type of system components were missed in our estimate. So getting into the number itself, it's a 2,700 square roof, and our price came out to $1,060 per square for a total base bid proposal to you of $2,860,000 for the total re-roof of all systems. We believe in this number because our historical data and our project team experience highlights that we are a capable team and have experience in doing operational casino facilities of this scale. Our estimate is not just an estimate. It is our full guarantee to you that you can trust our team to deliver the highest quality of roofing system to your facility, and it will last you many years to come. Now I'm going to pass it over to our Superintendent Graham to show you how our schedule will benefit this.
Our first day on site will be February 16th, where we will begin mobilization, followed by the installation of the guardrail. We will have the roof substantially complete on March 30th, and also on that day, we will retest the roof drains to ensure that they are working properly, followed by a simulated drain test on all roof areas. We will have the site fully demobilized and turned over on April 9th, giving us a schedule of 39 working days or 52 calendar days. Now for our crew plans. We will have 3 roofing crews of 6 workers and 1 sheet metal crew, also of 6 workers. They will work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with scheduled breaks throughout the day. Based on our historical data, we are confident in our ability to perform 50 square a day. For roof areas A, B, C, and E, we will slice the roof membrane in preparation for a roof recovery, followed by mechanically fastening a 1/2 inch cover board, and then fully adhering a new 60 mil PVC membrane with hot air welding the seams and overlaps. Area D is unique in that it is covered with ballast rocks, which we will be removing using a vacuum truck. Area D is also unique in that we will be stripping it down to the decking. We will then reinstall the same insulation from Area D, replacing any that is not of good quality. We will then fully adhere a 1/2 inch cover board, and then fully adhere a new 60 mil PVC membrane. Following that, we will once again hot air weld these seams and overlaps. Now for the actual sequencing. We will start with area E, followed by areas D and A, D and C, D and B, D and B, followed by areas A, and finally area C. Using this top-down approach, we are confident in our ability to protect the newly installed roof membrane. If an area such as area E requires us to walk on it to access other areas of the roof, we will use plywood and felt to protect the roof. Now for our crane plan. As you can see in the animation, our crane will be moving around the site. We will be in constant communication with Boyd Gaming to ensure that the safety of the guests is of our utmost priority. We have to move the crane around in order to access and lift materials from each area of the roof. We also have to lift up the larger air handling units to allow for the proper curb flashing and curb membrane install. Now for our site logistics plan. As you can see, we chose the area between the parking garage and area E because we believe this is the best spot to ensure guest safety and the operations of the casino to continue. Although we do not foresee any safety incidents happening, if they were to occur, we have identified 3 emergency buildings that are within just a few short miles of the site. At Silver State, we value sustainability, so we encourage our employees to take public transit whenever possible, which is great for this project because there is a bus station just a short 1-minute walk from the project. We understand not every employee will be able to take this transport, so we do request 10 additional parking spaces, whether in the parking garage or the parking lot. With our historical data, we have identified an area of potential value for you as a customer. If we were to do Rhino track and Rhino bond system on the roof, we believe we could increase our productivity by up to 20%, reduce the cost in labor and materials, as well as it is safer for our roofers because they do not have to bend over as much and they do not inhale any fumes. And finally, it delivers more sustainable roof because of less solvents being used. Now I'll turn it over to Heather to talk about safety and quality.
At Silver State Roofing, we have an extremely strong safety culture, and I would like to credit a large portion of this to our dedication to go above and beyond the OSHA standards and the NRCA's best practices. So with this, we really focus on training our crews to make sure that we are protecting our customer and our employees. So our company does have a partnership with Nevada's SCATS program, where they'll have a representative come out to the site and do site visits and training with our crew for the issues they might see. We also use the One Life safety software to monitor any of our safety issues on site, and we take advantage of their training opportunities with all of our crew members. So for some more specific solutions we have for our safety culture, we really focus on the right to stop work with our employees, making sure they understand that they have the authority to do that if they have any concerns. We also have a 3-strike system. So the first strike, the employee is warned. The second strike, we have a meeting with our safety manager. And then the third strike, the employee is removed from the project and is required to go through safety training. We also really prioritize our safety meetings. So we have weekly safety meetings on the job site, going over our emergency action plan and going through any concerns our crew members might have. So we really encourage employee participation so they understand that we prioritize their mental health and their well-being. For this site specifically, we do have a few hazards that we've identified. The first being heat exhaustion. So up on that roof, the temperature is elevated by up to 15 degrees. So we will have shade areas and hydration stations for all of our employees with routine rest breaks. We also will be providing the cooling gear for them. And we're really excited to introduce the new safety slate cuff for their arms. So it does monitor their heart rate and their core body temperature, so we can make sure that our employees are taking those proper breaks and not overworking themselves. Our next concern is working at heights. So wherever there is not the parapet wall that meets that 42-inch requirement, we will have the proper railing installed. We'll also make sure that all of our employees are provided the appropriate fall arrest systems, and we'll have routine checks on those to make sure they're the highest quality. We also will be occupying the Sabre mobile cart for those. So yesterday we were able to see our vendor Steve at the expo, and that's a picture of the exact model we'll have on the roof paired with our fall arrest systems. Our next concern is our material handling. So with those rooftop units, the heavier units will be lifted with a crane, and so we're able to install that roofing underneath them. But the smaller units, we plan to use the Gator AC jack. With that, we'll just place it under the unit and lift it up until the roof is installed and it's safe to lift it down. Next, we'll have the deck pony. It's a motorized cart that has a bucket on the front and a cart on the back. This will help our employees haul that material around the rooftop so they're not straining themselves with us carrying heavy loads. And we'll also have the trash chutes near our material laydown area so that we'll be able to dispose of that waste with the carts. So with this, we really are prioritizing that site-specific safety. Next, we have our quality control and quality assurance. With this, we find that the early planning is very important. So as soon as Patrick gets the estimate done, we're collaborating to identify any of those difficult items that would need more prioritization on submittals. We also focus on our brainstorm meetings, having our manufacturer tech come out and do inspections on site and training with our crew. And then we also have a QC manager, Graham Rowe, will be on site doing those checklists. The main one that we're really focused on is the watertight integrity. So anything that's removed, we'll document and make sure that it's replaced before the end of the day. We also require all of our employees to go through the pro certification training that the NRCA has developed. We found that this really helps with the quality that we're producing. At the end of the project, we'll have our SECA technician come out and do that inspection to ensure that 20-year no-dollar warranty. And our company also provides a 5-year workmanship warranty to just ensure the quality that we're paying over. So next, Maddie had mentioned sustainability as one of our core values. And with this, as we're all Las Vegas natives, we really prioritize giving back to our community, and sustainability is one of our main focuses with that. So we focus on efficient installation and waste management, and we plan to partner with SA Recycling and the Seacoast Recycling initiative. So any metal that is taken off the roof, they will come and take that, the SA will. And then any PVC membrane that we take off, the SECO will come and gather that. And then they recycle over 90% of that to be reused. We also have recently joined a membership with the Cool Roofing Rating Council. So they go through and identify some more sustainable materials. And the SECO material that we're actually planning to use on this project is one of their highest ratings for solar and thermal. So we're really proud of the initiatives that we're taking, but we're always pursuing new opportunities to improve our environment.
Before we go today, I would love to leave you all with a quote from Ralph Sanders, our founder. Our success was never just about roofing. It was about taking care of our people, earning trust one job at a time, and not being afraid to improve how we build. On behalf of our entire team here at Silver State, we would like to thank you so much for your attention here today, and we would now like to open it to the floor for any questions.
Great job. The question I have is about backup contingency planning, as far as weather and then also the fact that this is an ongoing operating casino. What plans do you put in place in case of the need for backup contingency?
Yeah, so how we built the schedule is we didn't immediately overlap some of the phases. So if needed, we could overlap area D and area B together in order to make up a couple of days. And we're also always open to working longer than just the 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. if needed.
Your team put together a fantastic written proposal and made a great impression on us here today. You may or may not have been the only team to directly address value engineering in your proposal, but you didn't identify what that would look like to us. If I was to tell you that your proposal is approximately 5% over our budget, can you be more specific on value engineering opportunities? I'm not going to say here's the whole pasture price, you already said there are opportunities, so can you talk a little bit about those, what that would look like for us?
So some other opportunities we could seek out with value engineering and also cost savings if we were to cut it by 5%. Having worked with board gaming in the past and similar casino facilities with our actual overhead and fee, the way that we worked it out, we would actually be willing to reduce price and our fee somewhat to be able to get you within that 5% range. But as far as actual materials and labor and the value engineering from a Rhino-Bond system, that itself would reduce labor costs by up to like 20% on that. And then there's just certain detailings because, we provided that unit cost for replacement of insulation. And also with that, we could work on that unit price to make it more realistic because when we provide unit prices, we kind of build it in to make it a bit more fail-proof for us as a company that we feel comfortable we can provide that unit pricing because we never know how much of that quantity we're going to provide when we're replacing it at a unit cost.
Thank you very much. You may want to see that revised proposal, so thank you very much.
Great presentation. My question is about the roof walk yesterday. So you guys were able to walk the roof yesterday as a team, and you were able to look at all different areas, all different details. Did you guys see anything that you might want to change in the proposal that after walking the roof that you saw that maybe you could save some money or do something differently?
Yeah, at first, I was worried as a superintendent that if we had crews working on multiple areas, I wouldn't be able to get to each area efficiently. But after seeing the roof, I believe I could efficiently get to different areas of the roof to ensure that everything is being installed safely and up to the highest quality. So I think that could also shorten my schedule if we did that.
Thank you all very much. You've done a great job this morning. My question centers around risks that you identify as you in the project. And then how do you, was there anything of particular concern that you identified? And then how did you balance that risk in your proposal to us, right? And an example might be delays that affect the schedule, or the risks in the schedule, or the risks in the budget numbers, or, possible loss. So that's my question.
One of the major risks we identified in the project would be the turning off and turning back on of the mechanical units, just because the sheer number of them was there's a lot of them. And so in order to combat that risk, we decided to really emphasize our communication with our electrical and mechanical sub, and also void gaming to ensure that we're only turning off a certain number of units per day, and that will not impact the guests too much. And then, once again, going back to the schedule, we feel like we built in some leeway in the schedule to where if something does go wrong with one of those shut-offs and turn-backs on, we can recover the time later on.
Okay, thank you very much. Great answer.
Thank you so much, Steve, for being here today. As you know, we're evaluating a number of contractors for this project. Our primary concern is the guest experience for our hotel guests as well as the people that are gaming with us on a daily basis. And part of that is going to involve, the way you guys want to do this project. Now, we're not experts at roofing, so the way you guys want to do it is fine. I think what on our side, we're trying to understand the reasoning behind why you want to start with area E, move to D. I know you might have an opportunity to do D and D at the same time. You mentioned that today, but then doing area A and then finally kind of doing all those canopies at the very end. We're just kind of curious what rationale led to that decision, and if you could explain that to us, that help us understand maybe how we can manage our guests during this project, at least like you guys have a contract.
Yeah, so we did this because we like to do a top-down approach. Because if we install, let's say we were to install area A before area E, if we were then to go back to area E and any sort of material maybe falls onto area A, it could damage it. So we could like to start from the top and work our way down. And so with the sequencing, it just worked out that we started our way from the top and slowly worked our way down, ending with area C, which is the lowest area.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Well, good morning and welcome to Vegas. Congratulations getting here. My question is obviously safety is pinnacle on any project. And it looks like you have a very robust safety program, no EMR, I know it's not a great program. And it seems like all your bells and whistles in place. But my question to you is, we need to instill safety always first day on the job. What is your onboarding training look like for new hires to make sure they start their career off in a safe and safe way?
So we do include that onboarding with our initial orientation. They'll go through the One Life safety program, and we'll try to hit all of those orientations they have for One Life. We'll also hold our own day of safety training that will be led with the Nevada SCAT program. We'll follow their criteria for that, just to ensure that everyone understands the expectations.
Okay, and very quickly, who can stop the job when you see unsafe acts happening?
Anyone on time.
Thank you.
Okay, final question. My question's around AI. As you know, it's becoming part of everything we do today. Were you able to utilize AI as an aid in any part of your project presentation or preparation?
So that would have been what I covered in the estimating portion with the document crunch software. So it's not to replace a thorough spec review by our project team by any means at all. It's to serve as a second set of digital eyes that helps us really drive home our due diligence and make sure that nothing can fall through the cracks. It's really great, especially the more that you train with it and feed it more specifications and tailor to your needs specifically. It really is great at picking up key date lines, price guarantees, and basically anything that is required within the specs, and will automatically bookmark all of that. And it's just a great aid for a project team to have kind of dig into the project requirements.
Okay, well, and based on what you learned from this project, how can you see AI being utilized in the roofing industry?
AI in the roofing industry, I mean, that's a great thing there. Generally in construction, AI is kind of moving towards getting baked into everything, but honestly, AI and safety, that's one thing that we've played around with, is the idea of, kind of AI-powered safety management, where you can even have like site cams on sites, or even doing drone deploy type flights, where you can run through an AI program and it can even pinpoint exact scenarios where it identifies something as an unsafe situation, whether that would be like a defective amount of railing on your parapets and everything, any type of fall hazards.
Okay, great answer. Great job, team. Thank you very much.